Hey guys, Chris and Simon with Chenoweth and Cowan. I want to go over some things that have just even come up today that are like little kind of tips and tricks for, getting your house to the closing table, but also just things that kind of come up that I like. This needs to be brought out into the open, make sure that buyers and sellers understand, especially on the selling side. I'm going to kind of focus more on the selling side. So on the selling side, guys, if you happen to be going, this is kind of just an odd situation, but sometimes people are going from selling their house to actually going to a lease property. It could be that they're leasing for 4 months before they build new construction. It could be that they're relocating to a different state, or it could be that, hey, I want to downsize my payment. I want to lease for a year to just get my bearings out from underneath me, sell my house out, capitalize on the funds and get into a lease for a month. For a year. So really super important. Whenever you sign that lease, make sure that you are getting the landlord to sign off that it is contingent on the close of your house. Very dangerous to sign a lease that does not have that clause in place as signed by the landlord. And the reason being is you could be paying a lease payment and a mortgage payment at the same time. None of us wants to be doing that. So just something I've been telling people, hey, be careful about this. It's really important to know. It goes beyond my scope, but here's the thing. I don't want you stuck in that situation. So that's something, just a tip. If you are selling your house, you need to know that on the date of close, you might have a closing of April 4th, okay? Have your utilities on the day after. Do not turn off your utilities the day before closing, okay? Per the contract, you're supposed to keep your utilities on till closing. Well, say your buyer funds on the 4th, but they don't fund until, or they don't close until 4 o'clock that day. Their funding could be hitting the following day, meaning they're taking possession the following day. Meanwhile, the pipes are gas, electric, everything's turned off and your house is at risk, okay? Even though you turned it off day of closing, technically, there could be a question mark there since it didn't fund till the following day. You need to make sure you give yourself a little leeway with utilities. What is it going to cost you? An extra, $40? Don't do that. Don't turn off your utilities early, okay? It's really important that you give it a little bit of stretch room. Really important. Also, something to consider when listing. When you're in the listing, and I think I covered this in my listing video, a good idea is to, if you want the best platform for people to see your house, keep those lights on, keep blinds open. Yes, you can go back. You want privacy, people not seeing inside your house. But the even bigger risk is that somebody doesn't buy your house because it feels dark and cave-like inside the house, okay? So a lot of times I will be telling you, try to keep those lights on so that you can have this great position of that first impression influence on your buyers, okay? Let's see. There's some other thoughts. Okay, so say you have a messy household, okay? We all have had it where we have little kids running around or maybe we're just, we have a huge full-time job and it's hard to pick up absolutely everything. I have a rubber bin method. Rubbermaid bins, you grab 4 or 5 Rubbermaid bins, okay? So if you have a room, say you have a toy room, and for your kids, and that's the playroom, and it's always like toys scattered all over the floor. The Rubbermaid bin method is you just have those bins in place and you shove everything in those bins and you stick it in the garage, because much better placement in the garage when buyers are coming in. They understand a garage may be somewhat chaotic. They're not going to be so easy and gentle on a kitchen that has stuff all over the countertops. Also, speaking of kitchen countertops, think of it as like a hotel room. You want to have just a coffee maker on there, not your coffee maker, your espresso maker, your cappuccino ensemble, your 5 cups that are your favorite cups. You want to have very, very minimal items on your countertops. You want a pier that has lots of space, lots of real estate, so to speak, on your countertops, so that buyers can place their items in their mind on those countertops and kind of have a fresh feel for your kitchen. Decluttered kitchen is really important. Remember, you can always shove that dish rack underneath the counter top, like into the cabinets. Keep ample space in your cabinets. So when you need to move a coffee maker, say you want to put a coffee maker underneath your cabinets so that there's not, maybe you want to move a lot of those items off your countertops, which is really smart, okay? Put them in, provide space in your cabinets where you can quickly shove those items into your cabinets and then pop them back out when you need them, okay? Those are some ideas. Let's see. Whenever you have a house that you are going to be, say, going on vacation for a couple weeks on, you need to make sure you have like a nice neighbor in place that can run over, God forbid, something, an alarm gets set off, something happens, a neighbor that can run over and kind of fix the situation quickly, or at least have access to the house, or, a family member that's close by. Make sure you have people in place, because sometimes us as agents, we are stuck across town, downtown, and say you're in South Tulsa and you're having some chaos at your house. Have somebody in place ready to go if you're traveling, okay? Because even we're not contractors. So say, there's a frozen pipe, something. I'm not a plumber, so you do not want me really touching and messing around with your water system. Not a good idea. So have people in place that can help you with those items. Trying to think of anything else. There's just little things that come up sometimes. If you are having trouble getting things cleared up, or say you have a last minute issue before a showing, don't be scared to call me and tell me, because I have a person that does some of my running around that will come and facilitate issues. I just told one of my sellers today, they have little ones at the house, and it's mass chaos a lot of the time, and they just have been really real with me. I'm like, hey guys, if you have a situation with a showing and you need us to run over there real quick, clear some stuff up and help you, let us know. We can do that some of the time, not all the time, but sometimes we can get over there. And I've got a guy that helps me with things like that, grabbing a sign, getting something facilitated, sometimes turning an alarm system off, or maybe if we have a new buyer that's at the house and they need batteries in their thermostat, things like that. I had somebody just do that, put batteries in the thermostat. We have some of those people in place to help with those things, so don't be afraid to reach out and call. Okay, anyways, thank you for listening, and this is Kristen Simon with Chenoweth & Cohen, and you guys have a great day.